Welcome to biology class. I hope you all have enjoyed your vacations and are safe and healthy. Before vacations, we have discussed two chapters, the leaf and the cell. Today, we are going to start our next chapter. We all need food, water, and oxygen for survival. The food we eat gets digested in stomach and small intestine. Our body also produces various harmful waste like carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste. Students, have you ever wondered how the digested food reach each cell of your body? How the oxygen inhaled through your nose reaches every cell in the body for the process of respiration? Or how waste material from different parts of the body reach the kidney for excretion? You know, we have a well-developed system in our body which helps in transport of nutrients, gases and chemical substances from one part of the body to the other. After looking at this picture, you must have guessed that I am talking about circulatory system. So today we are going to start our next chapter, circulatory system. It is a system responsible for transport of various substances to and from different parts of the body. And how these substances travel? These substances are carried by blood which flows throughout our body in blood vessels. We have a pumping organ to maintain the flow of blood, and this organ is the heart. So we can say that circulatory system, also known as cardiovascular system, is a network consisting of heart, blood and blood vessels. Heart is a muscular organ which pumps blood throughout the body. Blood is a fluid which plays an important role in circulating food, water and essential products to different parts of the body. And blood vessels are pathways through which the blood travels from one part to different parts of the body. We will discuss these components one by one. First, we will start with blood. Blood is essential to keep everyone alive. It is a fluid connective tissue which contains specialized cells. It flows inside the blood vessels and carries important substances throughout the body. It is red in color and has two components, plasma 55% and blood cells or corpuscles 45%. 55% plasma means that it is the largest component of blood, and 55% of blood is made up of plasma. 45% of blood consists of blood cells. First, we will study plasma. Look at this picture of composition of blood. The yellowish liquid portion of the blood which you can see is plasma. It is the largest component of human blood. As I have already mentioned, 55% of human blood is made up of plasma. It consists of 90% of water and the remaining 10% consists of nutrients, salts and waste products. Its function is to carry food material to the cells and waste material away from the cells. The plasma contains proteins like fibrinogen and globulin. Fibrinogen helps in clotting of blood and globulin assists in transport of lipids, hormones and ions. Blood cells or corpuscles. Blood cells, also called as corpuscles, are unattached, freely floating cells. They are of three types. Red blood cells. They are also known as erythrocytes. White blood cells are also known as leukocytes, and platelets are also known as thrombocytes. Now, we will discuss these cells in detail. Red blood cells. They are biconcave disc-shaped cells and they do not contain nucleus. The average lifespan of RBCs, that is red blood cells, is 120 days, after which it breaks down and disintegrates in liver. Do you know why blood is red in color? It is because of presence of red color pigment called hemoglobin. This hemoglobin is red colored iron containing pigment. Its function is to carry oxygen from the lungs to all the cells of the body and also carries carbon dioxide produced by the cells to the lungs. The deficiency of hemoglobin leads to a disease called anemia. White blood cells or leukocytes. They are irregular shaped cells with a distinct nucleus. The lifespan of WBCs, that is white blood cells, may be few hours to several days. They do not have hemoglobin. They are fewer in number as compared to red blood cells, but they are much larger in size, as you can see in this picture. The main function of WBCs is to protect us against disease-causing microorganisms that enter our body. When the number of white blood cells become more than the red blood cells in the body, then it results in a disease called leukemia. Platelets or thrombocytes. They are colorless, spherical or irregular shaped cells which lacks nucleus. They have a lifespan of 8 to 10 days and are smaller than WBCs and RBCs. Platelets play a major role in blood clotting in a cut or wound. In case of any injury, the platelets helps in clotting of the blood and prevents excessive loss of blood from the body. So students, today I have introduced chapter Circulatory System, in which we have discussed about circulatory system and its importance. We have also learned about the components of blood, that is plasma and blood cells. In blood cells, we have discussed about red blood cells, white blood cells and platelets. I hope you have understood and enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you and stay safe.